Sure, we all know one. They're silly. Oddballs. Goofballs. Even weirdos. Yeah, their behavior isn't always normal. Their jokes aren't always welcome. And their attire certainly isn't what most might call appropriate. They're out there. Eccentric. Some might even say cheesy. Yeah, they might not sing great, or dance great, or keep it to themselves great. But look, no matter what others think of them, they're the ones who make our lives more fun. So, call them whatever you like. We just call them the fun ones. So if you are a fun one, know a fun one, or just want to be around fun ones, then choose a vacation as fun as you. Choose fun. Carnival.
Welcome to Travel Talk with Lorie tonight. We are talking about all kinds of specials going on this week for cruises. And we're also going to discuss our winner of the Carnival Mardi Gras cabin. But first, I'm going to let Melanie Wallace introduce herself.
Hi, everybody. I'm Melanie Wallace with Celebrate Living Local and the new Stand Tall Marketing Group.
Yep. Alrighty, so we had an exciting week last week. We had that webinar Thursday night. We had a lot of people attend, and we had a lot of people in the drawing to win that interior cabin. But one lucky person out of Rocky Mount won. Miss Dorothy McCowan won. And I met with her yesterday at downtown, and she said, "Can I give this to my daughter? She has done so much for me." So I said, "Yes, ma'am, you can." So her daughter, Veronica Atkins, and her daughter are going to join us on the Mardi Gras in May of 2021.
She was so excited. It was so cute how excited she was about that trip.
Oh, she was very, very excited. So looking forward to having them on board the cruise ship. And
I think they'll be fun to sail with.
I think so. And they're really looking forward to it. So, yep. So tonight we're talking about Plan a Cruise Sale Week, which means there's lots of the cruise companies that have sales going on this week, and we're going to be talking about them. But first, before we dab into that, we're going to watch a brand new video from Dream Vacations about COVID and the safety precautions they're all putting into place.
Yes. Yeah.
We're back with a special edition of our virtual travel guide series. This edition focuses on the updates to the health and safety protocols being implemented to help keep us safe while vacationing. Your health and safety remain our #1 priority, as well as the largest concern for any of our travel partners. We're working closely with cruise lines, destinations, and resorts to ensure you and your family are safe while on your next vacation. As tropical destinations such as the Caribbean and Mexico begin to reopen, travel is in high demand as people are looking to get away for a much-needed vacation. In addition, the cruise industry is currently evaluating all safety and health protocols. CLIA, the Cruise Line International Association, is diligently working with each major cruise line to establish an industry-wide COVID-19 policy for all of its ocean-going cruise lines. There are several actions currently underway, including the creation of a few health panels comprised of leaders in the maritime field and public health officials. Once the new protocols for cruising have been finalized, we will be sure to keep you informed. For now, we're able to share with you what some protocols for destinations, resorts, and cruises may look like. We want you to travel with peace of mind and create great memories. Let's review some of the new health and safety protocols put into place as you plan to book your next getaway. Social distancing is everywhere. What you are seeing unfold locally in your cities is similar to the experience when traveling to a hotel or destination. For all travel, you can expect to see a few changes along the way. Online check-in for flights and cruises, along with staggered embarkation, will limit the number of people checking in at any time. Masks are required in airports, on airplanes, and in most hotels and on cruise ships. Hand sanitizers and social distancing markers on the floors or walls are visible everywhere, and you will see a lot of cleaning that goes on throughout the day. You can expect to see plastic shields when checking in at the airport, in the TSA line, and also at a hotel. Even though you'll be wearing your face mask, anytime you will need to show an ID, you will be required to pull down the mask when going through TSA. Also, you will be holding either your paper ticket or digital boarding pass to scan at TSA or at the gate. You may even be asked to complete a health questionnaire prior to boarding a cruise or checking in at a hotel. Seating on transfer buses at cruise terminals or in the airport will have signage so people can properly space themselves out. If you can, you may want to opt for taking the stairs when traveling, as there will be elevator restrictions in most places to allow for safe traffic flow. Temperature checks and health screenings will take place, including when you return to the ship from a port of call. We are seeing that the guest capacity has been reduced at many resorts, and future cruise sailings will now cater to far fewer guests at one time. Because of this limited capacity, resorts and cruise ships are booking up fast, so if you have a specific date in mind, please reach out to your vacation specialist today. All terminals, rooms, and public areas will be cleaned, sanitized, and disinfected with increased frequency using state-of-the-art fogging and electrostatic spray technology. Cruise lines are currently upgrading to new medical-grade air filters that remove nearly 100% of airborne pathogens, ensuring the air you breathe is clean. The cleanliness on board is of the utmost concern and key focus right now. Now more than ever, guests will be strongly encouraged to engage in frequent hand washing, including when entering food, beverage, and activity venues. Plus, hand sanitizer will be prominently placed and easily accessible throughout ships and resorts. Buffets and beverage stations will be full service with staff available to serve guests. Cruise lines have also increased flexibility with their cancellation policies, which means now it's a great time to book your next dream vacation. Book now and take advantage of some great rates and deals. And if you need to, you can cancel within close proximity of your sailing date and receive a future cruise credit that can be redeemed to book for your next adventure. Pricing will be going up and space will sell out, so act now and book today. Health and safety protocols will continue to evolve in the weeks and months to come as ships and resorts welcome people back. We know you may have questions about your upcoming travels, so make sure you contact your vacation specialist so you can plan a vacation to remember. We are here to help you every step of the way. Until next time, vacations are what bring us together, so let's keep dreaming.
Well, just like Drew was just talking about, we have some super pricing this week through the 31st, which is Friday. So the time now, if you're thinking about cruising next year on Norwegian, or Royal Caribbean, or Carnival, or Celebrity, now is the time, because there's so many awesome options, and there's so many things that, as a travel agent, I can bundle together to save you, like onboard credits, reduced or free air.
That's right.
Prepaid gratuities, which is a big one when you think about paying for gratuities. Prepaid gratuities is a big one.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Carnival has that early saver rate going on this week, where all cruises will deposit for $49 a person.
Yeah.
Which that's great to get on board, and then you can pay. And also with that, some other cruises have prepaid gratuities on them. So some of Carnival, you can roll together.
People don't think about, I know the first time I sailed, I didn't think about the gratuities. And I mean, I know I was young and just didn't know. I'd never sailed before. But, I mean, that can add up. I mean, prepaid gratuities means that basically you don't have to tip. They're taking care of it for you. And it can get in as much as, what, like $100 to $150 a person?
Sure, yes.
Like on the low end.
Oh, yes, and then, of course, my favorite is the Norwegian Cruise Line's free or reduced air.
Oh, yeah.
When you can fly to the West Coast for $299, that is definitely a savings. Or you can fly to Hawaii for $499 round trip.
I mean...
And the advantage to being able to capitalize on these sales, most of them, you can book as far out, some of them as 2023.
That's right.
I mean, we have the Hawaii group in September 22. Yep, yes. We do.
And here's the thing that people got to think about, Lorie. Just because you're sitting here and talking about Norwegian has this special, Carnival has this special, and so on, does not mean that if you go onto Norwegian's website, or if you go on, or if I go onto Carnival's website, that I'm going to see those deals.
Well, you'll see some of them. Some of them are.
Some of them.
But a lot of times, my parent company, we get like prepaid gratuities, we get extra onboard credit, and sometimes we get a little bit better reduced rate. But the biggest thing is knowing where your cabin is. Because if you go online and you just pick a cabin like 13, 15, and you don't have any idea what is above that cabin or below that cabin, so that's another great point in using a travel agent or me, because I'm definitely going to make sure that you're not underneath the casino where they play music outside.
Or right on top of the kitchen.
Yes, well, I think that casino where the guy played music outside, because it was just like having somebody in our cabin singing until midnight. Okay, so I've had that experience, and now I make sure I look, and when they say, "How about this cabin number 1275?" I'm like, "What is above and below that cabin?" Because I want to know where my guests are going to.
Well, because that affects your experience.
It does. It does. Now, for some people, it wouldn't have bothered them. Okay. On that particular cruise, we were on a training cruise, and we had to be up and in class every day at 8 o'clock. So trying to get to bed at night, yes, it made a huge difference in the situation. It certainly did. So those are things you want to look out for. Some people don't care where the cabin is. Some people want to make sure they know exactly where that cabin's going to be. And some people need to be close to elevators.
Right. I mean, it's not just about avoiding things. Sometimes it's about being close to the things that you want.
Exactly. Or Lido deck. Some people like to be on Lido deck close to the food on Carnival. Some people like to be on decks on Norwegian where they're close to the food. So it just depends on what my individual clients want. So I try to pay attention.
Or if you like to gamble, you might want to be close
to the casino. Exactly right. And that's where those onboard credits come in handy. When you're getting $500 onboard credit, $300 onboard credit, you can have a fun time in a casino. Now, I'm spending the $500 shopping.
Well, yes.
I'm shopping with the $500 myself.
I may do some shopping.
Yeah,
I will go to the spa, but I may do some shopping.
I am definitely shopping. There's all kinds of goodies that Celebrity Cruise has going on right now, so if anybody's interested in selling Celebrity, and they have awesome ships, and they have awesome food.
Celebrity is it's an experience to sail on Celebrity.
It is. It's
a luxury experience.
It definitely is. They have some great rates and great deals going on right now. So anybody that's interested in cruising, this is the week before Friday. You want to get that cruise locked in, and you can reach me at my phone number, 252-379-1581, or on the website, www.coffeemugtravel.com. And if you click on the cruising tab, you can see a lot of these offers, but it will tell you on reduced air you need to call me, because I get to speak with you if you want free or reduced air. Definitely do.
That's right. Well, and, I mean, prices will go up. We're just talking about that. Once you're able to really travel again, because of limited capacities and other things, prices are going to go up, and there's going to be less space available. There's going to be less seats, if you will, available to be filled. So you really should go ahead and plan now for those trips that you want to take next year and maybe even the year after, to make sure that you not only get them, but that you get them at this great price.
Well, man, the thing of it is that when you can book out as far as 2023, that gives you the option of getting the lowest price. Anyway, the further out you can book, the lower the price is going to be. But booking out to 2023 gives you a few years to pay off that cruise.
Right.
And maybe instead of get that interior or that balcony, you might want to think about that suite. Or if you're sailing with Norwegian Cruise Line, you might want to think about staying in the Haven.
Right. Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
there's all kind of options that are available when you book, out as far as you can book.
That's right.
The other thing is, if you're looking at going to Hawaii or Alaska or even to Europe, booking as far out as you can sometimes enables you, like I say, to have a better category for cabin. Now, I do have some clients that love those interiors, and that's where they're going to be, okay?
They want to spend their money on something else.
Me, I'm gonna have that balcony. But then the next thing is food. When you look at this food on board a cruise ship and you think about specialty restaurants, you can use this onboard credit to pay for those meals in specialty restaurants.
That's right. And I believe some of these special deals even include drink packages.
They do, drink packages, specialty dining, Wi-Fi,
All those
$50 a day,
extras. All those-
$50 a day shore excursion credit. It's just
Yeah.
awesome the amount of
All
things
those-
you can bundle into one cruise and one package to where you're getting
Right.
components that makes it well worth your price.
That's right. All those little extras that you would want anyway, instead of having to pay for them, they're going to throw them in for free, but only if you book and deposit by Friday.
Well, on some of this, yes, that's exactly right. Now, will they have specials and deals next week? I'm sure they will have, okay? Until we know when that magic day is for cruising.
Yes.
The thing is now, you want to watch, you want to maximize everything, in my opinion, that you can get for your money.
Yeah.
I mean, I want that. I mean, I want to get everything I can get.
Absolutely.
I mean, like we're talking about that river cruise in April, tulip time.
That's right.
With Rocky Mount Chamber, and I'm like, I want to get that free upgrade to a panorama suite.
That's like $1,400 a person
It
almost.
is, and my name is already on that cabin.
I mean, that's a big, big deal.
That is a big deal when you're looking at almost, between that and the gratuities, you're looking at $3,000 savings
For a couple.
for a couple. So here's the thing, any kind of travel you're thinking about doing, even now traveling like Puerto Rico, the U.S. Virgin Islands, anywhere you're thinking of traveling, okay, you're going to get a fantastic deal, but you also need to know that there are precautions, like when you're going to Puerto Rico, you have to have a COVID test 72 hours before you fly out.
Right.
And these are things that we in the travel industry know that you're going to have. Because I keep thinking about that poor person that books online, and now they're at the airport in Puerto Rico, and they can't even do anything because they don't have the
leave the
COVID
airport.
test. Exactly.
You do not want to get somewhere and not be able to either board your ship or just even leave the airport.
Or go to your resort.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
It's,
Exactly.
I mean,
You know.
well, and some of that, I mean, yes, we're talking about going out of the country, if you will, or outside of the United States. I mean, Puerto Rico is a U.S. territory, but it's still outside of
Right,
our
exactly.
contiguous United States. But there's even restrictions when you travel between states now. If I'm understanding.
There is some restrictions, and you really have to know, and they change daily sometimes. So you really want to know where you're going and what the rules are going to be.
Which is why they need to use you, even if they're just booking a trip to Tennessee, or, right now, since we are having trouble with leaving the country, most countries won't allow us to, as Americans, to travel there. But there are some beautiful places within our country to go visit, and I think that you absolutely should go visit, but they need to book them through you because it's not as simple as it used to be.
Well, and just like this week, I found if you want to go glamping in the North Carolina hills or the mountains, I found a honest-to-God castle. A castle.
Princess Castle.
In the mountains of North Carolina, a castle.
Oh.
And it was also on 11 acres of land.
Wow. That sounds so
So
fun.
I was so excited. I was like, I could be there. 11 acres, 6-person hot tub. Okay, so that was great. So we are going to break for a commercial break and then come back and wrap it up.
Sounds good.
Now, Richard, we have to sign the paper. I am happy to deliver you Celebrity Apex.
Certainly the most memorable delivery ceremony I have ever been at.
We have another beautiful ship in our award-winning fleet. Thank you to everyone.
Good afternoon, Celebrity Apex crew. This is your captain. At this point, we will be lowering the French flag. We will start the raising of the United States flag. The new build Celebrity Apex is the newest member of the Celebrity Cruises family.
Well, you know, Melanie, seeing those makes me want to just hop on board the ship right now and be gone to sea.
I know.
Yes, I'm in that club. I'm ready to go.
Yes.
Right now.
Yes.
So I've had fun tonight talking about all the different deals and specials I can save my clients, and also learning about the protocols that are now in place for COVID-19 so that we know how to travel safely, like wear a mask at the airport, wear a mask when you're checking into a hotel, and those all-important COVID tests that you may have to have before you travel.
That's right. You don't want to be caught off guard.
I'm also really interested in finding out, you know, when cruise ships do sail back, what we are going to be doing, because I'm ready.
I know.
I'm ready for limited capacity. I'm ready to sail. I'm ready for the food.
Yes. Yes,
I am
I know. I think we're all ready to get away and have a vacation and just act like all this didn't happen.
Well, I think it's just going to be great to just, the first trip for everybody, I think it's going to be that huge experience of just being out and enjoying normal things again, like
Yes.
cruising or at an all-inclusive resort
Absolutely.
in the Bahamas or Mexico,
Absolutely.
you know, or even
Yes.
Jamaica. I mean, you know.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Yep. I
Or
think that-
Alaska. I don't know that we mentioned Alaska this week, but Alaska's another one of your trips that you're planning
It
for
is.
next year.
It is. We have a group going to Alaska in 2021 in September. And I'm so excited because that's one of those flying to Seattle for $299 round trip and then board that ship and just have an awesome experience in Alaska.
That's right. It's a Norwegian cruise, correct?
Right, it's on the Norwegian Encore, the brand new ship that they had out this year. So we've had a lot of fun tonight. We hope that you have. And so we're going to leave you with one of my favorite videos about fun is a choice.
We at Carnival believe fun is a choice, but it isn't always an easy one. We get it. You've got stuff going on. Work stuff, life stuff, stressy stuff. Fortunately, we created an escape from all that stuff. 45 years ago, a man set out with a second-hand ship and a belief. Cruising should be accessible to everyone, because we all need more fun. A belief passed down from father to son, ship to ship. That's why fun is in our DNA, our very makeup. Tirelessly tested again and again, day and night. Fun isn't always a nice to have, it's a necessity. It makes you a better person, a better parent, a better friend. It helps you live your best life. So, carpe that diem. Sure, you might look a little silly doing it, but holy sea cow, doesn't it feel so freeing? This is how lives are meant to be lived. And look, we know fun's relative. His fun is different from her fun, is different from theirs, it's different from yours. Maybe your fun is flying down a giant water slide, or racing through the sky, or simply taking a moment to let out a deep nice, right? But here's the thing. Fun doesn't just happen. You have to want it. You have to opt in. You've got to grab fun when it floats your way. After 45 years and 80 million guests, we still believe one thing. Fun is a choice. We're here to make it an easy one. So let's do this. Carnival. Choose fun.
Thank you.